Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of corporate filing so you don't have to. Today we're looking at Sphere Entertainment Co. and let's just say they're building something big, really big, and it's not just in Vegas. This is a current report filed by Sphere Entertainment Co., which means something significant has happened. What caught our eye is their move to bring the Sphere experience to Abu Dhabi. Think of it as Sphere's global expansion plans finally getting concrete, or perhaps more fittingly led. So Sphere Entertainment Co., the company behind that giant eyeball of a venue in Las Vegas, has signed some pretty important agreements. Essentially, they've granted the Department of Culture and Tourism in Abu Dhabi the exclusive right to build and operate a second Sphere venue there, and it doesn't stop there. They've also secured rights for additional Sphere venues in the Middle East and North Africa region for at least 10 years. This is a massive geographical expansion for them. Their main trading symbol is SPR and it's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. This means they are a publicly traded company and any major news like this needs to be disclosed to investors. The core of this filing is about a deal that was finalized on July 25th, 2025. Sphere Entertainment Co., through a subsidiary called Sphere Entertainment Group, has inked a franchise agreement, a joint development and partnership agreement, and a pre-opening services agreement with Abu Dhabi. These agreements are essentially the master plan for building and running the new Sphere there. Under these agreements, Sphere Entertainment Group is giving Abu Dhabi the keys to the kingdom, or at least the keys to building and operating their own Sphere. This includes giving them the license for the technology, the patents, the trademarks, and all the cool content that makes the Sphere experience unique. They'll need to follow some pretty strict guidelines and quality controls though, because you can't just slap a Sphere logo on anything. This exclusive right is a big deal. It means that for a decade after the Abu Dhabi Sphere opens, Sphere Entertainment Group and Abu Dhabi will negotiate in good faith for any other Sphere locations in the growing market. Now let's talk money because that's where it gets really interesting. Abu Dhabi is paying Sphere Entertainment Group a franchise initiation fee. Part of this fee was already paid, another part was paid upon signing these agreements, and the rest will be paid in installments as certain milestones are hit before the Abu Dhabi Sphere even opens. On top of that, Sphere Entertainment Group will receive royalties. These royalties are based on a percentage of Abu Dhabi Sphere's total revenue, but there's a twist. The revenue from the Sphere experience content, which is also licensed from Sphere Entertainment Group, has its own separate royalty structure. It's an annual fee based on a percentage of ticket sales for that specific content, with a guaranteed minimum payment. This ensures Sphere Entertainment Group gets paid consistently even if ticket sales for that particular show fluctuate. There's also a royalty for other ancillary content which starts with a fixed annual fee and increases by a set percentage each year. The initial term of this deal is 25 years with the option for 2 more 10-year extensions. That's a long-term commitment and shows Abu Dhabi's strategic investment in this unique entertainment concept. Beyond just the franchise fees and royalties, Sphere Entertainment Group will also be paid for providing pre-construction and construction services. They're essentially getting paid to help build the venue they're licensing, and it looks like they'll continue to provide operational services agreement. Like any major contract, these agreements have the usual clauses about what happens if things go wrong, like termination rights, and how they'll handle any disputes or damages. These are standard but important to protect both parties. Now, the filing includes a note regarding forward-looking statements. This is standard legal language where they talk about things they expect to happen in the future, like the progress of the Abu Dhabi Sphere. They're basically saying that while they expect good things, actual results could be different due to various risks. They highlight some pretty significant potential risks. These include not getting government and regulatory approvals, unexpected costs or delays in the construction and operation of the venue, and the general risks that come with any big international project. They also mention that factors not listed could impact their results. They're being upfront that a lot can still go wrong. This section is critical because it outlines the real-world challenges they might face. Think about it, building a massive technologically advanced venue in a different country involves navigating a whole new set of rules, economies, and potentially political landscapes. The success of this whole venture hinges on them successfully managing these complexities. A slowdown in the global economy or even local regulations could seriously impact the timeline and budget. This is the signature part, confirming that Mark C. Crescitello, Senior Vice President, Deputy General Counsel and Secretary, has signed off on this report, indicating everything is official. So what's the story here? Sphere Entertainment Co. is making a bold move to export its unique entertainment flagship. They're not just building another venue, they're franchising the entire concept. This Abu Dhabi deal is a major step in their global strategy. It's a massive revenue opportunity through fees, royalties, and services. However, it's also fraught with significant risks related to construction, international regulations, and execution. Looking at this from a business perspective, it's a classic expansion strategy. They've proven the concept in Vegas, and now they're licensing it out to generate income and brand recognition on a global scale. The royalty structure, especially tied to the content, is smart. It creates an ongoing revenue stream that grows with the success of those specific shows. The long-term franchise agreement signals a deep commitment from Abu Dhabi, which is a positive endorsement. However, the cautionary notes about risks are crucial. Global expansion is never easy. The success of this Abu Dhabi sphere will depend heavily on efficient project management, strong relationships with local authorities, and the ability to attract talent and audiences in a new market. If they can pull this off, it could set a precedent for future international deals. If they stumble, the financial and reputational impact could be substantial. A key risk they mention is the failure to obtain governmental and regulatory approvals. This is a common hurdle in international projects, especially for something as high profile and complex as a sphere venue. Another significant point is unexpected costs and delays. These can quickly erode profitability for any construction project, let alone one with the sophisticated technology involved here. The success of the agreements hinges on whether the anticipated benefits are realized. This means that the revenue generated from royalties and fees might not meet expectations if the Abu Dhabi sphere doesn't perform as well as hoped. In my opinion, Sphere Entertainment Co. is taking a calculated but high-stakes gamble. They are leveraging their existing intellectual property and expertise to build a global brand. The financial upside is immense if they can successfully replicate the Sphere experience internationally. The fact that Abu Dhabi is willing to commit to a 25-year term with renewal options is a strong vote of confidence. The key to their success will be meticulous planning, strong local partnerships, and adaptability to potential unforeseen challenges in the Middle East and North Africa market. It's a strategy that could pay off handsomely, but the path to get there is undeniably complex. They are essentially betting big on their unique entertainment format and the appetite for it in new markets. Alright, that's our breakdown of Sphere Entertainment Co.'s latest move. What's your take on this global expansion? Do you think the Abu Dhabi sphere will be a hit, or are the risks too high? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth looks at corporate filings. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.